Hey, what's going on, APUSH people? We have another document analysis for you today. This one is on the famous political cartoon, The Bosses of the Senate. So if you were to see this in a DBQ short answer or multiple choice question, you will fully understand it if you don't already. All right, so take a moment, look at this political cartoon from 1889 titled The Bosses of the Senate. This is from Puck magazine, a satirical magazine. Notice that this is the Senate. And it says right there, this is the Senate. Entrance for monopolists. And we see these giant guys in the back that tend to have a lot of power due to their size. You have the Steel Beam Trust, Copper Trust, Standard Oil Trust, Trust, you name it, there's a trust there. Here are the senators down here, looking back and seeing these guys and their influence. And over here, it's hard to tell, so I wrote it. It says people's entrance here, and then the door is locked and it says closed. So the people do not have an entrance to the Senate, but monopolists do. So let's analyze this document. Historical context. So 1889, late 19th century, this is when trusts became increasingly powerful. And this is during the Gilded Age, which was a term that was coined by Mark Twain. This is where we see very powerful businesses and a pretty large gap between the rich and the poor. Now, during this time, senators were elected by state legislatures. They were not elected by the people. Today, for 18 or older, you can go and vote for your senator that represents your state in the federal government. Back then, you could not. It was the state legislatures that voted for them. That was how it was originally written in the Constitution. So who is the intended audience? Well, it's Puck magazine, so this is the American public. It's a satirical magazine that really focused a lot on politics and did so in a satirical way. Point of view of this document is that the Senate is filled with corruption and they are influenced by trust. So this would be negative towards the Senate. It's not painting a very nice picture of the Senate and senators. The purpose of this is to critique the policy of electing senators. Again, that idea of the people's entrance being closed, that people have no say in the Senate, but monopolists and businesses do. And also to expose trouble with having senators not accountable to voters. So if they're not accountable to voters, they're accountable to those trusts. Now, an important point to think about is what was created to address the problem illustrated in the cartoon. This could be a possible synthesis point if you're writing a DBQ about this. The 17th Amendment passed in 1913 during the Progressive Era. That created the direct election of senators. So from 1913 forward in U.S. history, it's the American public that votes for senators, not state legislatures. If you're having trouble remembering these progressive amendments, I always think 17 senators. If you spell 17, it starts with S-E. If you spell senators, it starts with S-E as well. All right, guys, that is the document for you. I thank you very much for watching. If you have ideas for other documents that you want me to break down, please let me know in the comments. Best of luck on all the documents you'll encounter over the year, and best of luck on your exam in May. Thank you for watching. I appreciate it, and have a good day.